Well, this was a matchup between an 8 and a 9 seed, but it certainly didn't look like that. Welcome in. I'm Prim Saripipat alongside college basketball reporter Eamon Brennan. So Pitt defeats Colorado. They really just came out here very quickly. They're up by 28 at the first half. So what did you see from Pitt?
I saw a really good Pitt team. I mean, Colorado struggled down the stretch. Spencer Dinwiddie was injured at Washington on January 12th. He was their best player and really was responsible for a lot of what they did on offense. They got in the tournament because they sort of maintained without him, but they never really played well again. So it wasn't surprising that Pitt won the game. I think it was a little surprising to see Pitt play so well. They had not played well, particularly down the stretch. At various points, they had a couple close losses to Syracuse, a close loss early to Cincinnati, a close loss to Virginia. They could have been a 4 or 5 seed, maybe a little bit higher. Instead, they fell all the way to a 9 seed. They still got in the tournament. They're still alive. But when you look at their draw now, based on the way they played today, it's a little bit unfortunate that in the second round, they're almost certainly going to have to come up against the Florida team that I think is the best team in the country.
Yeah, because on the one hand, they did play in the ACC, one of the toughest conferences in the country. So on one hand, you could say that they are tournament ready. But then again, now they're in position where they have to play a number 1 seed in Florida, a very good defensive team. So what's going to be key for them?
Yeah, I think against Florida, there's not really 1 or 2 things you can pick out to try and do against them because they're that rare team that's good at everything. Most of the teams this year have flaws. They're either a really good offensive team with a bad defense or vice versa. Florida is great on both sides of the ball. So there's not a whole lot you can figure out to do against them. But in Pitt's case, they have to do what they do well, which is not turn the ball over, keep it moving. They have one of the highest assist to field goals made ratios in the country. So they have to get a lot of ball movement, a lot of good passing from side to side, hit a few open shots, and just try to hang on against that very good Florida interior.
And one thing that really helps Florida, they do have 4 seniors, so that experience definitely helps in the postseason. Well, keep it logged on to ESPN.com for all your March Madness needs. For Eamon Brennan, I'm Prim Saripipat.